welcome back, guys. We are chewing on the fun topic of control and what happens when we lose control, or when we give up control, if you want to say it that way. We were in the book of Matthew last time in chapter 8. We started in verse 5 and read about the story of the centurion who came to Jesus for help to heal his servant. Now, in those days, servants weren't just people who ran an errand for them, right? They did everything they asked them to do. They took care of all that they had. They were people that they trusted. And this man had grown to really respect this servant. And the servant was probably very, very important, especially because of the man's power that he held. Now, here's the thing. The centurion's power had run out at that point when he came to Jesus, right? He didn't have control like he was used to. Some of the worst moments in our lives come when we realize we can't do something. Our ability to control the outcomes of a situation runs out. And that's exactly what happened in this story. He had a lot of authority in his daily life. He thought, and he was under the impression that he was supposed to control and command everything around him. But his I can't moment met him face to face when he couldn't command someone to do something and his servant get healed. And at that moment, he ran to Jesus. Have you ever had a moment when your I can turned into I can't? When I got this turned into, whoa, I need some help? Surely you have, and there's plenty of things that we think that we need control over or that we should have control over. And at your life, at your age, there are lots of people who have control, right? It's just the way that it is. Teachers, coaches, parents, pastors, youth leaders, whoever. And likely we could make a list of things that you think you should have more control over, like your phone, your time, how about your curfew, or the way you spend your money, who you get to date. The list can go on and on and on. If we just had more control, things would go well for us, right? Well, I'm sure you've had the moment when you come to terms with the fact that you just don't have any control, right? When something goes wrong and you've given it all you got. When someone dies and you've prayed for healing for months. When you fail a test and you studied for hours and hours and hours. Your I can't realization. And I had one when I lost my job. I was a registrar at a college locally here. I was in charge of grades and graduation requirements and making sure all the students were on track to get their diploma, all those good things. I was good at my job and I really liked my job. It was stressful, yes, but it caused me to grow, and I felt like it was my first real grown-up job. I made good money, I had my own office, I had my own phone extension, I could close my door if I needed to. I was in control, right? But one day I got pulled into the president's office, and she was sitting on the same side of the desk as I was, which is not normal, even when something bad is not happening. So she started off and we were just having a normal conversation, going on, and finally she told me that my job was discontinued. The position was no longer there. Wait, what? I'm losing my job right now? 2 days ago, you just had a conversation with me about how good of a job I was doing, and you were asking me questions about my position, and now I'm losing my job? So my mind started to spin, right? What could I have done differently? Did I do something wrong? Did I hurt a student's graduation diploma track? Something, what happened? I was spinning, and I was just crying and crying in her office, and I said, how am I gonna tell my husband? I had just gotten married, and now I lost my job. It was totally out of control. I could control nothing of that situation. And those are the moments that make us choose how to respond, right? We tend to grasp at everything around us to try and get control, right? To make sure something lines up, that we can put something in place, something feels normal for us. Or we give up completely. I'm gonna stop praying. I'm gonna stop reading my Bible. I'm gonna stop exercising. I'm gonna stop applying for jobs, whatever the case may be. And those are the two extremes that we tend to go to, one or the other. And neither one of those get the outcome that we really want. So if they don't work, then what are we supposed to do? I remember the last time we talked in the Bible story and how that showed us the third option, and that was surrender. When our ability runs out, when our control runs out, Jesus' ability continues on. Come back next time and we'll talk some more.